eye has not seen, ear has not heard, what God has ready for those who love him. Spirit of love, come give us the mind of Jesus. Teach us the wisdom of God.
Welcome to your cathedral, Father Greg Sakowicz. And I want to first of all, again, thank you to Mark Teresi, David Jonas, David, Mark. I can't thank you enough week in and week out. You add so much to open and close this spiritual video. Special thanks again to Paula Colleen, who's behind the camera there as the producer, director, videographer, does everything with B-roll. So Paula, thank you. 29th Sunday in Ordinary Time, and time is quickly moving. We begin rapidly approaching November in about 10 days. A man and his wife are awakened at 3 o'clock in the morning by a loud pounding on the door. The man gets up, goes to the door, where a stranger, standing in the pouring rain, is asking for a push. Not a chance, says the husband. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. He slams the door and returns back to bed. Who was that? Asked the wife. Just some old guy asking for a push, he answers. Well, did you help him? She asks. No, I did not. Are you kidding? It's 3 o'clock in the morning. It's pouring rain out there. Well, you have a very short memory, she says. Can't you remember about 3 or 4 months ago when we broke down and those two wonderful young men helped us? I think you should help them. You should be ashamed of yourself. The man gets dressed, goes out in the pouring rain. He calls out in the dark, hello, are you still out there? Yes, comes back the answer. Do you still need a push? Calls the husband. Yes, please, comes a reply from the dark. Where are you? Asks the husband. I'm over here on the swing set. I bet you didn't see that coming. I like that one. Sometimes in life, we need a push regarding our faith life as it connects with our life in word and in practice, no matter our age. Today's gospel, give to Caesar what is Caesar's, give to God what belongs to God. It's very challenging and prompts me to come at it through the following door. In God we trust is printed on our coins and paper money. Just take a look. We talk the words, but in fact, this is not the case for many of us in our society. In God we trust should probably read, in money we trust, in power we trust, in accumulating wealth and goods we trust, in using others we trust, in drinking or drugs we trust. We talk the words, in God we trust, is easily said, but so tough to live. So in what or in whom do we set our trust? So in what or in whom do we set our trust? True story. A small college basketball team celebrated a team mass in preparation for their first venture in the NCAA March Madness basketball tournament. During the homily, the priest said that 10 years from now, the important thing about their basketball season will not be whether they won the championship or not. The important thing will be what they became in the process of trying to win the title. Did they become better human beings? Did they become more loving? Did they become more loyal to one another? Did they become more committed to the gospel of Jesus? Did they grow as a team and as individuals? So after Mass, the priest, while taking off his vestments, the priest heard the coach address his players. Gentlemen, sit down for a minute. Father Jim says something that is really bothering me right now. I wonder what I have helped you become in the process of trying to put together this winning season. Have you become better human beings? Have you become more loving? Have you become more loyal to each other? Have you become more committed to the gospel of Jesus? Have you grown as a team and as individuals? And he continues, if you did, then regardless of what we do in this NCAA tournament, we are already a success. If you did not, then we have failed God, we have failed your families, we have failed your school, and we have failed each other. I pray to God that we have not failed. As Christians, we need to ask the right questions. We are challenged to be the voice of the poor, the oppressed, and the have-nots in our society. If we don't speak up and act, who will? Societal beliefs are rooted in taking. Gospel values are rooted in giving. But to truly live out the gospel and challenge the status quo means we pay a price. And we question why people are oppressed, poor, or homeless. Some in society may call us troublemakers. I have a better word, Christians. In a world that praises taking, Jesus calls us to be servant. We need to act. I know that many people of this marvelous Holy Name Cathedral faith community, and those even listening beyond, and many of you do act in very marvelous, caring, Christian-loving ways. Real discipleship does not belong to those who are content with today. Christian living is a creative process, and creativity is sparked by justice, love, forgiveness, mercy, and a living that contradicts societal beliefs and values. In their book, The Conway Twitty Story, the authors tell how the country music star felt a bit envious when other singers shot up ahead of him. Then one day, someone told Conway a story that took away his envy. A missionary who had spent his life in China and a singer who had spent only 2 weeks away there returned home on the same boat, back to U.S. soil. Thousands met the singer, but nobody met the missionary. Lord, said the missionary, I gave you my life. He gives only 14 days. Yet thousands welcomed him home, and nobody welcomed me home. The Lord replied, my son, you're not home yet. My son, you're not home yet. Faith in action is the measure of human greatness. May God bless all of you. Have a blessed week. And this was taped a little while ago. Maybe the Bears can win again or win their second game for the season. God bless. Amen.
We walk by faith and not by sight. No gracious words we hear, as he who spoke, as none e'er spoke, but we believe.